Greetings and salutations. We are at the last stage here, and this brings us back to jolly old Japan, where it all started. I'm going to say it outright. This last stage is a mess. Every little problem that this game has manifests itself here. It's a lot like that one part of Australia where it's really hard to see what's under you and you take a lot of cheap hits and stuff. Well, this whole last stage is Australia. I will say that the boss fight is really well designed and I liked it. In fact, I haven't beaten him yet because this game does have limited continues and stuff, and when I did finally get to him, I was out of continues. Of course, I'm not gonna lie, I do save state for the sake of these videos, so I can kind of just pick up where we left off. I mean, if you're not gonna give me a means to continue, it's just not something I like, and I don't think that's a good feature to have in a game. Or ever was a good feature. Password or something, should always be provided. And it's because, some people just don't have the time to play, master a game, for 2 or 3 hours. Or whatever it would take you to do this in a sitting. And, then you have to keep doing the first stages over and over again. And as you can see, they're really trying hard to kill us. And almost succeeded. I actually forgot about that bit there. This part isn't too bad, but there is something in it where you can't really deal with it simply by reacting or strategizing without prior knowledge. There's one of these platforms that it's on the very edge of the screen. You actually don't see it as the screen scrolls away. And you have to jump on it, and I tried doing it several ways, but you really need to use Voltecker to get to it. We're not quite up to it yet. And I died. As you can see, it takes a lot of precision here. It's okay though. We can grab that one up. They are pretty merciful, because they know that you're gonna die there. And I guess that's, getting their lols in. Yeah, I am going to have to be a little bit quiet through this last area, and this video might be edited, because I'm not sure if I can beat the good doctor tonight. Maybe I will, maybe I won't when we encounter him. But I have had to edit these Pulseman videos a little bit in the past, so not a big deal if I do it now, I don't think. And this is where I probably would have died if I didn't Voltecker. I think that was it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think that's a very good way to design a stage. That's just me though. This is very easy, and I'm not even sure why it's in here. It's almost laughably easy. And I don't know what they were thinking. I guess they were just hoping to maybe stretch out the last level a little bit, maybe give you a break. I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of this was. but if you've gotten this far in the game, you should not have trouble with this. But it does kind of, you know, showcase my complaints here, because it doesn't feel very well thought out. Which is a shame, because overall this game is pretty well designed. It's not great, but it's a pretty good game, I like it. I just think this last level here, and it's not necessarily the level itself, it's the problems the game has with the enemy placement. We're going to see that right here. We're not here, in the next part. This is actually pretty cool, this part. Although I don't like that sound much. Can't win. But yeah, the issues with the way the enemies pop up on the screen, and the fact that they're just kind of lame enemies that you don't really have to strategize to deal with. You know, it's not like Castlevania or, you know, even Mario Brothers, where you might have to think about how to deal with an enemy on a platform or something like that. You really just kind of have to know it's there, or wait for it for a second. You know, that's one of the problems, and the oversensitivity of these controls. Like he, oh, wow. Well, that was my fault. I was too busy talking. Less talk and more me. And, yeah, I was also going to say, in the next area coming up, I actually fell through the floor and had some really weird things happen on a couple of occasions. So, you know, I'm not too happy with that. Like, that doesn't... It really doesn't suit the game. I mean, overall, this is a pretty high quality game. You know, it's almost like going to a 5-star restaurant and having like a really great meal and finding a bug in that meal. And like legit finding a bug in that meal, not putting a bug in the meal and saying you found it, but you actually found a bug in the meal. Like, that's kind of what this is like. But like I said, this part's pretty good. This thing might be a little hard to deal with. What you have to do is, you have to let it come down to the middle. And you have to fire off the blast arrow. And then be ready to jump immediately. Because he'll shoot that beam. I thought this was a pretty cool mini-boss, so I was hoping it was the final boss, but no such luck. Or that it was part of the final boss. But I guess that's the end of the game part.
Great job!
Or the game within the game part. Shakespeare would certainly be proud. And we encounter this. And after this section we do meet the last boss. Or actually there's a section after. Excuse me. I am being very careful. I remember this very clearly. And I fell. So yeah, I fell to my death again. Not doing too well today. That's okay. That's why I said I'm not too sure if we'll be doing the boss fight in one go. And I haven't beaten him yet. I beat his first form. His second... Oh. See, and that's what I mean about these enemies. You don't... Unless you remember they're there, you scroll the screen forward a little tiny bit to see them. You can just very easily just run into them. And it's a little bit, annoying. Yeah. I think that's a good word for it. A little bit shitty, really, but, you know, like I said, it's finding that, that bug in your 5-star mule. As usual, you know, tons of cool backgrounds and cool colors and stuff. Really brought the Sega Genesis to life visually. And these enemies just, you know, pure Mega Man there. And I hate that. So, one of the things I have trouble with in this game, with the controls, is the dash. And as you saw in what happened just now, you know, I attempted to perform a dash. And, you know, I walk into the thing. And I guess that's more of a situation where the controls aren't sensitive enough. Because you do have to tap forward twice, and of course, I don't think that's a good choice for a platform. It's just too easy to... It's too easy to walk off a ledge, and I die again. And I'm pretty sure I did it properly when I was doing it. That's the annoying part. It's very finicky. Oh my god, I'm not letting you do that double slash. I keep dying here, guys. This is a joke. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and pay attention to what I'm doing before I have no lives left. Oh my god! This is what I'm talking about. I know it's hard to, I know you guys, you know, are only seeing it. But if you go back and look, it's like something propelled me forward. Like, I don't understand what is wrong with this stage. The same thing happened before with this thing. And I'm not sure, like, what makes it happen, but I was jumping into this thing. And it's not Voltecker. It does nothing to it. And somehow I just got propelled forward. And I don't understand why. And that happened just now. And there are also spots where I fell through the floor. I'm just not sure what's up with that. You know, the other deaths were me, you know, screwing up. Like, I totally confess to that. But that was just weird. Okay, let's see. There we go. Well, let me, yeah, well, let me. That's another thing, like, sometimes the rules for the dash are just weird. Like, you can't do it down a slope. Why? I don't know. I don't know why you couldn't. Now, see, usually I would get hit by those, but I got lucky. Oh, that was close. You know, like I said, the enemy placement here, it just redefines cheat. It's just very easy to get hit by these guys. It was somewhere around here that I just simply fell through the floor. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. So this is the next to last area. Yep, next to last area. You get this. This is pretty easy. It does have those annoying globby things. Those things will be hard. They seem like they belong in Legend of Zelda or Metroid. More so than this game. Oh, I'm getting over that bitch. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, you just Voltec her up that and you're good. This looks really cool. I gotta trick him out. See, now I'm on point. What is that? Well, I didn't notice that before. I didn't go down that hole. And that's probably the only time in the game we'll see that. I don't know why it's in there like that, but it is. Just another quirk of this game, I guess. Oh. Oh my god. I thought we were going to be stuck down there. That would have been bad. There wouldn't even be a way to, well, no, there would be a way to die. I think there was at one of those things. And I just dashed into. Now, that's interesting. See, that shows you how glitchy this area is. It's like they didn't have time to really test it. I'm beginning to wonder if that's really what happened with much of this game. Maybe they just ran out of time with beta testing. I thought, well, we have a game, and it works pretty well, so let's release it. It's business after all, right? And they gotta eat. Which is unfortunate. It happens like that, but it did happen a lot with these old games. And I know that's something I complained about to someone before. I said, you know, a lot of times the players in modern games end up doing most of the testing. Can I even get past this? Oh my god, this is fucking annoying me. But one good thing about that is at the very least, if a game's really badly bugged, they can patch it. Now that's a good thing. It's not something we should complain about too much. Although some of the bugs and stuff that games are released with these days are pretty horrendous. I think some people probably remember the infamous Diablo 3 bug where the server was not up, where they couldn't get in, they couldn't reach the server or whatever it was. I mean, that was pretty bad, and that was, you know, a huge title upon release. So this is where we get to the good old Dr. Waruyama. And you have to deal with him carefully here. basically it's a question of eliminating these things as quickly as possible before they overwhelm you. And I didn't really know what was going on when I first tried this, and I got overwhelmed. I was talking too much and not really concentrating. But I didn't really know what the hell was going on, and I didn't kill them fast enough. I was trying to figure out how do I hit the boss, because I saw, you know, there's boxes with his face in them, and I thought, well, I have to hit that somehow. I was trying to hit that, and not killing them. Well, you just need to clear that. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna do that. As you can see, it's really not too bad. Maybe we'll even get lucky and beat the doctor. We can always hope. Hopefully the cameras are rolling, so to speak. There we go. And I love that old school test pattern we have there. So that part really isn't that hard. But this part, I haven't completely figured out how to deal with him. And you might remember that from the beginning. Okay, we got one. And that little bastard got us. I was trying to do the double dash and, of course, the double tap dash. And of course, once again, it fails me. Very consistently fails me. And I should not dash that way when he is, smashing the floor. Okay, we'll try this again. I didn't mean to run into him. Hey, maybe we can do it, maybe. Right? We can always hope. I'm telling you, this guy makes Sigma. Oh. Did we win? Oh shit. I just beat Pulseman. And blew up an 80s arcade. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of Dr. Waruyama.
The head office of the secret organization, Galaxy Gang, has just been destroyed. However, it is unknown if Pulseman was harmed in the explosion with gang boss Waruyama. Could this be the end for Pulseman? Here I am.
So I guess he left.
This just in from
She's very
RWT
happy.
Network in Tokyo. Pulseman is alive!
Well, that was pretty cool. We beat the game. And this is the ending. I was wondering though, if you saw in the background, there's a computer core there. And I'm wondering, you don't see Pulseman's dad anywhere. So I'm wondering if that the guy who created everything in the first place. Is that the Hero Doctor, whatever his name was. So yeah, there we have it. We have wrapped up Pulseman, and I have to say it was a pretty good game. The ending was a little meh. For something that had a pretty cool premise and had like little bits of story here and there, I was hoping for maybe a little more for the ending, but we didn't get that. But that's okay. This game is obviously meant to be enjoyed through playing it, and not so much for the story or anything like that. And I do like a good story, but I don't need to have a good story. I will say the controls and the enemy placements, ugh. But
Thank you for playing.
well, maybe there's more? No. I was hoping there's more. But yeah, pretty cool game, I have to say. And I thought that last boss fight was pretty cool. I know it probably looked kind of easy, and it kind of was, but I did practice, and I did continue a lot and have to backtrack and, you know, all that crappy stuff to get to the point where I could do it. But it wasn't the hardest boss fight. You just had to know what to do. But yeah, there we go. There's Pulseman. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed playing through this game. It was a nice break from the Mega Man series, which I will be returning to. And I will be writing a guide and the usual review for it. I don't know what I'm going to give it at this point. I'm going to have to say that. But, you know, I will be finishing up the guide and the review and all that. So, because there is no guide, there's no written guide for this game. I couldn't find one because I wanted to know what the buttons were. Well, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, Dr. Yoshiyama, that's his name. And his hair is like Dr. Waruyama's. If I knew Japanese, I'd probably know what those names mean. It might explain things. But anyway, I am rambling pointlessly, so I am going to let you good folks go. Thank you so much again for watching. I had a great time doing this. And as always, until next time, good luck and happy gaming.